In last video, we have seen the few topics based upon the chapter motion. Now we are going to see the next topic, that is graphical representation of motion. Over here we have seen the different types of motions, that are uniform motion, non-uniform motion, or when the body is at rest. We can represent the uniform motion and non-uniform motion with the help of line graph. You may have studied in the previous classes what are the graphs. You have learned what are the line graphs, what are bar graphs, and different types of graphs.
Yeah, as I said to you that the uniform motion and non-uniform motion can be represented with the help of graph. Over here, to explain to you, I have taken one example. In your textbook, page number 100, table 8.1, they have given table in which time is given, distance is given by A object and distance by B object. On this page which is being displayed now, there I have drawn two types of graphs. One is related to the object A, which have covered the distance. On the page where uniform motion have been shown upside. The uniform motion is an example of an object A, where I have given x-axis and y-axis. On x-axis I have taken time and y-axis I have taken distance. The scale I have written over there. X-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 15 minutes and y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 10 meters. Okay? Is it clear? Now, I have plotted the points according to the distance they have given. You may observe in the first graph the line which is being drawn when the points are being plotted. You will observe that the line comes in a straight line. The line is of straight type. That means it is a type of linear graph. Okay? Whenever an object is in motion, that time the graph you will draw, that will come in the form of linear graph only. Linear graph means what? The line will be straight of graph which you have plotted. Okay. Now, suppose an object B. Downside I have drawn the another graph in which the object B is moving in a non-uniform motion. Over here I have taken same x-axis and y-axis. On x-axis the timing is given and on y-axis the distance is given. Scale I have given you, just see to it properly. Over here, suppose at 9:30 the distance covered by an object B is 12 meters. Then at 9:45 the distance covered by an object B is at 9:45 is 19 meters. At 10 o'clock he have covered the distance 23 meters. In same way I have plotted all the points. On the second number graph you will observe keenly the line which comes, the line which we draw is a type of little bit curved type. It is not straight. That means when an object in motion, when the object is having a non-uniform motion, that time the graph if you will draw will be of type of non-linear type. Means, what do you mean by non-linear? Non-linear means the line will not be straight. Okay? Have you understood? Now, on the page number 104, they have derived an equation to show you how to derive the time. They have said to just consider a point A and B on x-axis and y-axis. On axis, they have considered a point A, and on y-axis B. I have shown you with the help of dotted lines. On x-axis, they have taken t1 and t2 time, and on y-axis, they have taken s1 and s2 as a speed. Then, as a distance, s1 and s2 as a distance. Then, if you want to derive a equation for the speed, once again I will repeat this. Suppose they have asked you to draw a straight line to the x-axis from the point A and another parallel line from the point B on y-axis. As I showed you that you have to consider the points A and B. Okay? Those two lines meet each another at the point C. Just see the graph which I have drawn. The 2 points A and B, I have shown you meeting at the point C. Okay? Now, these points meeting at the C form a triangle A, B and C. Now on the graph AC denotes the time, that is T2 minus T1. Okay? Downside I have shown dotted lines and T2 minus T1. Whereas distance is being denoted by S2 minus S1. And the speed they have given, speed of an object is equal to S2 minus S1 divided by T2 minus T1. In this way, you can draw a graph for an object moving in uniform motion or an object moving in non-uniform motion. Okay, on page number 104, they have drawn a graph where an object is moving in an uniform motion. Therefore, the line comes in a straight line. Whereas the graph on page number 105 of your textbook, they have shown a graph where the line will come in a curved manner. That means the graph is of an object moving in non-uniform motion. Okay, in this way you can draw a graph for time distance graph for an object moving in uniform or non-uniform motion. Now we will start with the next topic called as an velocity time graph. As we have drawn a graph for distance time graph, in same way you can draw a graph where two variables are there, that is the velocity and time. In figure 8.5, they have shown you the graph of velocity time graph, where before in previous lessons we have learned that displacement is equal to velocity multiplied by time, or displacement is equal to velocity, the product of displacement is the velocity and time. Over here they have derived an formula for removing the distance of an object. So the distance of an object they have shown to you with the help of graph. Over here the distance S, they have considered a distance of an object which is equal to AC multiplied by CD. Just see the graph 8.5, where AC is the distance covered and CD is the velocity. Finally, they have given S is equal to AC into CD, where AC they have given what was the velocity, that is 40 kilometers per hour. This hour, as it is in the denominator place, when it comes upside it becomes -1. Okay, it can be written as kilometers h -1, or it can be written as kilometers h.